You know what's funny? We were promised that if you go to college and study hard and work hard, that we can have a great living, that we can get a good job with high income and then buy a house, start a family and maybe retire on a good terms. But guess what? Average homebuyer age at 2026 is 40. Let that sink in. A few years ago, that number was 33. Besides, half of the developers are constantly feeling underpaid, if you're gonna be even able to land a job right now. Compensation is not keeping up with our productivity. We are more productive than ever before, yet we are not paid for that. And I can keep on going with that, but I'm not telling anything new, just stating the obvious facts. But here's the question that nobody's talking about. What is our plan to get out of this broken system? Thinking that if we're gonna work harder, then everything else would magically fix itself is pretty delusional. That is why I want to share my exit plan of how to stop being a corporate resource and become an independent builder in the age of digital feudalism. Now, here's what's going to happen with everything on the internet in the nearest future. The digital feudalism theory says that companies like Google and Meta would control everything, including our thoughts, in the nearest future. And I disagree. Well, first of all, they already do. And the second, I think that the internet is melting into something else. It's an internet of agents. The modern web is shifting. Before, you needed to go and manually search 5 websites if you were planning a trip, and now your agent scans them for you. You don't even use or interact with the interface. Interfaces are generally becoming obsolete. Backend and data agents are becoming what really matters. Essentially now you are always using an agent, an external agent that is being hosted somewhere, but also you're mixing in your own system of skills, instructions, and prompts locally, meaning you also have a local agent that also uses some kind of an interchangeable brain like Anthropic or OpenAI or whatever. But most people are not there yet. They know how to use external agents very well, but they don't know how to build local agents. That absence of a local agentic layer is exactly what still holds the modern internet at one piece. 2026 is the year of the agentic layer. There are 2 groups of people right now. Those who tried the free models like ChatGPT online and think that AI is just a toy, and others who paid $200 for a subscription and witnessing the revolution themselves. The collateral damage of that shift is going to eliminate more jobs than AI itself. The web is really not for humans anymore, it's for crawlers, and that's what's coming. In this new world, you don't want to be the person who produces predictable and measurable results. You want to be someone who control and use the system to your own advantage and to benefit the people around you. One of the biggest hidden problems in 2026 is that we are actively losing our cognitive ability. We are outsourcing our executive function to LLMs. Think about your workflow. You let ChatGPT decide your database relationships. You let Gemini optimize your backend. You let Claude figure out what to tweet because it feels more natural, more human. And while you might think how visionary and smart you are, that's actually building a dependency process. It's me myself, whenever I code a new project or a new feature, I just find myself constantly asking, do I own that knowledge? Was that my decision or was that mediocre AI stuff? Is it my mind or am I just renting an intelligence? AI comes with all the answers prepackaged. That means that we are, as humans, losing our sense of wonder and discovery. But most importantly, we lose our basic need for exploration. Ever since we've been hunter-gatherers, one of our basic needs was to go out and find something. We needed to go out and explore. That's one of the core features of ours. But now we have prepackaged informational products whenever we do anything. We can think about information as if it was a water supply in a little town where we all live. AI makes that water sterile and clean from all of the minerals and elements necessary for human life. And I guess at first we will be fine since this AI water would be mixed with our healthy water, natural water. But then slowly, eventually AI pollution would overtake the water supply and we will fall sick one by one and would probably die. With AI out of the way, there's another misconception that currently exists about that sweet comfort of being a software engineer. And that is the false belief that being a software engineer automatically means that you are a middle class. And I want to challenge that belief. This is a sad part to talk about, and I will try to add some funny stuff on it to make it slightly better. The term middle class was invented in 1950s to turn citizens into consumers. It's an ideology where higher income simply means that you can consume more stuff, like more oil, more sugar, more debt. Software engineers think they are middle class, but any job where you exchange a fixed unit of time for a fixed amount of money is not a middle class thing. Rich people own assets and are flexible. Middle class is supposed to be able to buy those assets with their money. Well, at least to a degree. But let's be honest, can anyone really afford to buy assets nowadays, even with the software developer salary? Sure, we can say a bank can give you a 30 years old long mortgage, or you can lease a better car or something, but you are basically one health problem away from a bankruptcy. And that is if you can even afford to get something to eat after your enormous student loan. So no. The modern world is not about how much you can afford to buy now with your six-figure salary. It's how much debt you can get before you crash. Software engineering is no longer a middle-class game. To me right now, it really feels like a high-paying gig in a changing economy. This is the graph that you probably have seen before. Where is your income level? The money gap is growing, but at this very moment, each one of us, when we pay our energy bills, we are paying for that very tool that will replace us. The reality is humiliating. Juniors are relearning to be welders because they need a predictable paycheck each week. The middle class is not a thing anymore. It feels that there are only those who own the platforms and those who serve them. So how do I actually plan to survive this? So here's my plan. The goal is to become a generalist builder. Future-proofing yourself means you have to move from an employee to an owner of multiple income streams. Mainly because all of the other single income streams are increasingly becoming more and more unpredictable. And I think that you don't need that one unicorn idea. You just need 5 small software projects that solve boring and real problems. And to be real, a product that makes $50 a month is not really a business. But 5 products that make 1K MRR are the exit. My plan is very simple. I want to build a system of small products for people who know me. Simple as that. And I want those products to be as valuable as possible to the people who know me. And if I would succeed at those 2 goals at any degree, that would mean that I would automatically win. And so do people around me. That's essentially how I plan to create a reinforced loop. And that is where community comes into play. If people have a place to coordinate and cooperate, they are more likely to win. That is why I subscribe to my newsletter, please, because this is currently the closest way for me to keep in touch with you, besides YouTube. At this point, I've scratched all of my previous projects and I've built an AI boilerplate. The idea here is to build a blueprint for any modern project. Basically, if you download that, you get a fully usable agent inside and fully customizable. The whole architecture is very straightforward and simple. You can make any autonomous system out of it if you like. My understanding that people who are watching this video are either programmers or people who can understand how to vibe code at least. People who just connected to tech. And if that boilerplate would be useful to you, to any of you, that would be a massive success to me. This is the base of a system that I'm using to transition from a consumer to a creator. So to bring us back to the surface, the core idea here is to build a stable, autonomous boat in this digital ocean of uncertainty. And that boat should be autonomous and independent and share this journey with you so you can see it for yourself if that works or not. Okay, let's just quickly recap all of the ideas from this video. Every technology is either freeing or enslaving, specifically at the early stages when we as humans do decide what are we going to do with that technology. And AI is no different. At that point in time, we simply don't know what is going to happen with us because we do not fully understand the impact of AI on our cognitive thinking ability and our ability to make decisions. But we know for a fact that AI will change fundamentally how we communicate through the web. And also AI is changing how we exchange the information. You know, I don't think that I have to be a welder because I am defeated. That's generally a very bad lens to look at the world, I think. I'd rather be a builder because I want to be free. And I'm doing this right now. I wasted the whole last year building stuff I actually didn't care about. But I realized that if I want to make something meaningful, I have to make something that I clearly care about. And my conclusion was that I care about being useful. And that's why I make my products as they are right now. So yeah, the world is on fire and the job market is broken. I think it's time for us to build our own.